We are live.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Very good morning and welcome to day 6. We are already on the 6th day of our beautiful journey with Lord Ramachandra and his wonderful devotee Hanuman. Okay, so I'm sure you're all excited to see what is today's Kanda. Today's is the most, it's like you're sitting at the tip of your seat because we're going to go on Yuddha Kanda and see how the fight was between Lord Ramachandra and Ravanasura. Anyways, we have 1 more minute, I think few more seconds. We'll just wait for others to join and then we can start off with the prayers. Yes, it's 11 o'clock. Let's all first invoke the blessings of the spiritual master, Lord Ramachandra, the most merciful avatar, Lord Gauranga, and let's chant the Mahamantra. Then we will begin our session. I request everybody to please join your palms, close your eyes, and repeat the prayers after me. Om Agnana Timirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Welcome once again to our 6th day, day 6, Ramayana Kids Camp. And your mentor is waiting. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I hope everyone had a great sleep last night and everyone is fresh to attend this Yuddha Kanda today. And we are going to quickly revise as well as to how we have reached Yuddha Kanda. And after that, we will also continue with the Kanda, right? All our classes are dedicated to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Right? So, till now, how have we reached Yuddha Kanda? Right? So, we started with Balakanda, where we understood how Lord Ramchandra appeared. What was the reason? We also understood that as students, we should be very humble and gentle and submissive and should, really unconditionally serve our Guru. so that we can observe the knowledge, retain knowledge, and also articulate the knowledge in the right way. Then we reached the next Kanda. So after the Balakanda, then there was Ayodhya Kanda. In Ayodhya Kanda, we came to know about what were what had happened, that had led for a quick decision for the coronation of Lord Ram, and what happened. How did Queen Kaikai raise an objection, and Lord Ram had to go to the 14 years of exile. He was unmoved and he was completely equanimous. He was not very happy when the coronation was, announced, and he was not very sad when the coronation was not going to happen. And he went for the 14 years of exile. Then we reached the Aranya Kanda. Aranya means forest. We saw that Lord Ram and Mother Sita and Lakshman, they went through the forest, and they met so many rishis. Rishis are experts in breaking the cycle of birth and death. Very knowledgeable and very learned. So they were enjoying the association of the rishis and taking instructions. They also reached Chitrakoot, where they were asked by Bharat to come back, but obviously Lord Ram had to continue his journey and keep his father's promise. Then they reached Panchvati as well, and they were living there for a very long time. And then after that, we had then in the Aranya Kand itself, Mother Sita was abducted at the end, towards the end of the Kand. Then we reach Kishkinda Kand. Then in Kishkinda Kand, Lord Ram had met Hanuman, and he also met his friend Sugriva. And after that, they were able to also get all the monkey soldiers together so that they can prepare to find Mother Sita. And then, of course, at the end of Kishkindakand, then we came across Sundarkand. And then our Hanumanji, he found Mother Sita in this when they reached the southern shores. And he reached Lanka. He found Mother Sita, passed on the message of Lord Ram that he will come very soon to take her back. And he also warned Ravana, but Ravana is a Rakshasa mentality. He did not understand the warning, and he continued with his, with his stand that he will not give up on Mother Sita. So Hanumanji has come back now, and he came back with Mother Sita's message and Chudamani, which is the hairpin, and he's reached Lord Ram. And here is where the Yuddha Kanda starts. So when Hanumanji reaches Lord Ram, and he tells him about the entire situation, how he met Mother Sita, how sad she is. She's always thinking about you, Lord Ram, and she's waiting for you to take her back. And there is only 1 month, so we must do this as early as possible. And, Lord Ram was very pleased. He was extremely pleased. He was relieved that finally Mother Sita is also found. And he was very happy with Hanumanji. And of course, Hanumanji mentioned that let us move as early as possible towards Lanka. Now, Sugriva and Hanumanji and everyone, they got millions of Vanaras, the monkeys, to get ready, and they reached the southern tip of India. Everyone was there. Jamavan, Sugriva, Angada, Nalanila, and Mainda, Vivida. All of these people were assembled to find out what can we do to move forward. We have to cross the ocean. So many monkeys. How are we going to build so many boats in such short time? We just got 1 month. So, as they were continuing to have this discussion at the southern tip of India, at the shores of the sea, then at that point of time, even Ravana was holding this important meeting in his court. Prahasta was there, Malyavan was there, Kumkaran was there. And Kumkaran was like this gigantic Rakshas, and he was very huge. And he got the boon by Brahmaji to sleep for 6 months, get up one day, eat as much as he wants to, and go back to sleep for 6 months. And it was very difficult to, for anyone to defeat Kumkaran, because of his huge size and the strength that he had. And then Vibhishana was constantly giving advice to Ravana that please give up Sita. He constantly reminded him of all the things that he could, gave him a lot of suggestions, lot of good advice. But Ravana was not in the mood of listening to him. And Ravana accused him. He said, "You're just jealous. And that is why you are asking me to back out. I'm not going to leave Sita and let Ram come. He's just a human being. And I'm going to defeat him." And he really insulted Vibhishana. Vibhishana was the younger brother, and he heard Ravana for several times, that he had taken a lot of insults in the past as well. But today, Ravana had really gone ahead and insulted him way too much, and therefore Vibhishana got very angry, and he rose up in the air because Rakshasas at that point of time had that ability. They had certain powers where they could use their state of consciousness to override certain laws of nature and rise themselves in the air. So Vibhishana rose in the air, ready to leave Lanka, and he told Ravana that you are on the side of adharma, which is uh, which is on the wrong side. And Rama is absolutely right. You have abducted his wife, and he is going to come and defeat you because you're on the wrong side. And therefore, after warning, Vibhishana left Lanka. Some of his associates also who supported him also rose along with him, and they went towards India, the tip of the southern part of India, and they wanted to meet Lord Ram. Now, Sugriva, who was uh, you know, the at the ocean, the edge of the ocean, he saw something very bright coming towards them. And when he looked carefully, he saw, oh, these are some Rakshasas that are coming from Lanka. So he got very alarmed, and he realized that it is time for him to take some action. So when they came closer, he halted them and he asked them what was their intention. Why are you here? So then Vibhishana explained, I'm the younger brother of Ravana, and I have come to take shelter of Lord Ram. Sugriva did not believe that, you know, and he said, you will have to wait till the time I do not come back and take you with me. You cannot move. So Vibhishana was right there. Sugriva went back to the place where Lord Ram and everybody was there, and he shared this news, and everybody gave their various opinions. Everyone was quite skeptical because this was unusual. First of all, the enemies younger brother coming to take shelter, that is very unusual. Secondly, he was a Rakshasa, so should we really trust him, So, therefore, everybody was giving advice to Lord Ram. And then Hanumanji gave his advice. He said, when he met Mother Sita at Lanka, she had informed me that Vibhishana was constantly trying to convince, to tell Ravana that please leave Mother Sita And, that is why I understand that he is quite virtuous. He can be quite trusted because he was not supporting Ravana in the first place. So something must have happened. I think, uh, y- uh, Vibhishana can be trusted. So then Lord Ram also said that, I agree with Hanuman, and also whoever comes under my shelter, I cannot stop them from taking shelter, and I have to give them shelter. You know, Lord Ram is the supreme personality of Godhead, you know, and all the living entities are but part and parcel of the supreme personality of Godhead. How could he have refused to give shelter to Vibhishana, So, therefore, he saw that he has come with sincerity, and therefore he should be given a chance to be heard, and therefore he did call him. And Lord Vibhishana and Lord Ram and Vibhishana, they met, and Vibhishana told Lord Ram the entire story, and Lord Ram accepted him. And, then Vibhishana was told about the challenge that everybody was facing. The challenge was that they did not know how to cross the sea and reach Lanka. There were a large number of Vanaras, and so Vibhishana advised Lord Ram that why don't you pray to Varun Dev, and based on these prayers, Varuna would be able to do something, as to give them the advice or give a particular solution, some solution for them to cross the sea. So then there was this place which is called Tirukulam, Tirukulani. Tirukulani is a Divyadesham, which is near Rameshwaram, and Vibhashana took shelter of Lord Ram at that particular place. And it was at this place where Lord Ram meditated and worshipped Varuna for 3 days and 3 nights you know and today when you go to the place, you will be able to see a temple that has been built at that particular spot. Now Lord Ram, after 3 days and 3 nights, he got very angry with Varuna, and in his anger, he said that I will destroy Varuna, and therefore he was very angry, and because Varuna was being worshipped for 3 days, 3 nights, and therefore, uh, it, you know, obviously he should have been appeared at the appeal of the offerings, but he was silent and he was not come. So therefore, Lord Ram got angry, and dark clouds and thunder, lightning, and meteors started falling. Obviously, it was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And also, after paying those offerings, when Varuna was not coming, even nature was reacting, So therefore, Varuna came with his wife, and he took shelter of Lord Ram. And then, Varuna gave the advice that with my power, I will be able to support the bridge that you build across the ocean. And, therefore, these monkeys can definitely build a structure there. And he also reminded that Nala was the son of Vishwakarma. So, because of that, he was blessed and had the skill to help create that particular bridge. So, under his leadership, you can build that bridge, and I will definitely support this particular activity. And therefore, of course, Hanumanji and others, along with the squirrel, also started to build the stone bridge. And everyone was holding large boulders, and they were building the bridge, all the monkeys. And this little squirrel, in his little capacity, he was picking up small pebbles and some sand, and he was going and throwing that on the bridge as well. Now, when Hanumanji was just crossing, he told the squirrel that, "Oh, squirrel, why don't you give me some way? I'm in a hurry. I want to build the bridge. You're just simply, coming in my way." So then Lord Ram explained to Hanumanji that his service and the squirrel service is equal in his vision, because in whatever capacity the squirrel can, he is giving his 100%, and Hanumanji is also giving his 100% in his own capacity. So therefore, there is this term called squirrel service, which means that in our little capacity, even in our little capacity, the Lord is very pleased the moment we try to do some service for the Lord out of love. And, the Lord always appreciates the effort. And therefore, he appreciated the squirrel and Hanumanji equally. And then, according to the capacity, everyone can render their service. Now, so basically, uh, I had also, learned that the Lord is Sharanagati Vatsala, which means when somebody comes to take his shelter, then whoever takes his Sharan, so Sharanagati Vatsala, he is very merciful to the person who takes his shelter. And he is also Bhavagrahi Janardhana, which means that he is always very, very appreciative of the bhava that a particular devotee has for him, you know. And so, therefore, Hanumanji and the squirrel and everybody continue to create that particular bridge. And that bridge was 100 yojanas long. And finally, the Vanaras were successful in building that bridge. And they started walking onto the bridge. And what is an interesting factor is, we've never heard about this, but according to the Valmiki version, he describes that the monkeys had no weapons. All they knew was to throw stones and trees. Yes, there were certain, senior monkeys like Hanumanji and Sugriva who were expert warriors, but these monkeys were not. And we must remember that when we are serving the Lord, we automatically get the power and the intelligence to serve the Lord in whatever way we are. So the monkeys also got that power, and they also got that intelligence of how to fight in that war. So, okay, let's go ahead with this particular video, which is coming up, so that you can visualize what you have just heard. But like every class, I would request you, please pay attention to the narration, which is coming from Valmiki version. And the visual is just to give you the ability to picture, to visualize when you're remembering the story, right? Okay, all right, the history rather. Yes. So we will continue with this. And oh, I must mention that, in spite of, okay, let's start with the video. Yes.
Quiet, quiet. How do we cross over to the other side?
We will need thousands of boats for these great troops.
Then we can build a bridge.
A bridge? Do you know how many years it will take to construct such a long bridge?
If it was only Mother Sita to be rescued, I'd fly to Lanka, and accomplish the mission myself quite easily.
We have to rescue not only Sita, but others too. Ravan must be destroyed, or else there will be no lasting peace on earth.
Listen, all of you. A demon named Vibhishan, a brother of Ravan, comes in peace, seeking refuge.
He disagreed with his brother and protected me in Ravan's palace. I have observed his honest nature for myself. I see no fault in his joining our forces.
I agree with Hanuman. You're now amongst friends.
Bless me, O Lord. I have overheard your discussion on how to cross over to Lanka. I'd like to suggest you pray to the sea god and ask him for his help.
That's good advice, Vibhishan.
For 7 days and 7 nights, Ram prayed to the sea god. On the 8th dawn, the god revealed himself. Righteous Ram, build a bridge with stones. Inscribe your name on each stone, and the stones will not sink in the ocean. Instead, they will support you. Not only monkeys, but all the living creatures from the mountains and the seas shall help you build this bridge, and the gods will bless you with success.
Now, let's start. Let us build the bridge.
Right. I hope you enjoyed that video. That was very short with you. So, like I was mentioning earlier, these Varanas, they don't have any special skills. They weren't experts. All they could do is through the trees and the stones. And but when you're serving Lord Ram, and when Lord Ram is on your side, and you're on the side of Dharma, there is no doubt that the war will be won by the ones who are on the side where Lord Ram stands and on the side of Dharma. And therefore, they continued with a lot of enthusiasm and with full confidence that, they will be able to get back Mother Sita. And they reached the shore of Lanka. Now, what happened was that they built their camp at the edge of Lanka, preparing for the war. Now, obviously, Ravana, he came to know about this, and he sent 2 spies. These spies were called Sukha and Sharana. And they tried to come and find out, what's the, size of the entire soldier, the number of soldiers, the size, what could be their strategy, who are the main leaders, etc. And when they came, somehow, in spite of their intelligence, they were caught, right? And when they were caught, they were taken to Lord Ram. And, they were really scared because they have seen Ravana treating the messenger really badly. So they thought, oh, they were expecting some really bad treatment. But Lord Ram, he was not surprised at all. And he said, oh, he laughed and he said, oh, so have you come here to see what is the size and what is our strategy? Why don't you go roam around the entire area, see everything, and take the news to Ravana, and you will not be harmed at all? Why don't you do that? So Sukha and Sarana were very, very, surprised. And they said, oh, he's so benevolent. He is so merciful, Lord Ram. And obviously, they saw everything. But when they reached Ravana, they gave him the information. However, they started glorifying Lord Ram because they had actually met him, they had experienced his mercy, and they couldn't help but speak the truth to Ravana. And Ravana obviously did not like it. He was so angry at them. You are my spies, you're my men, and you're glorifying my enemy. If it wasn't for your previous services, I would have really punished you. But before I get more angry, go away. And, he was very angry and he, asked both of them to leave, and they left. But Ravana knew that, now this is getting really, really bad situation. So Sita, Mother Sita should, voluntarily submit to him. She should surrender to him. So he thought, let me play a trick. He created a fake head of Lord Ram, and with his bow and arrow, etc. And he went in front of Mother Sita, and he told her that, oh, Prahasta has killed your Ram, and he's chopped off his head, and here is his head. Why don't you look at it as proof? And he thought that now, after she sees that Lord Ram is not, alive, then maybe, as a woman, she might feel weak and she might surrender to him. But when Mother Sita saw the head, she started crying and she said, oh, take me to the place where, where he was killed, and killed me as well, And as she was crying, and Ravana was still waiting for her to surrender, suddenly Prahasta enters and he whispered something in his ears, and Ravana got really disturbed. And without a word, he just left the particular spot. As soon as he left, the head disappeared, and Mother Sita was very shocked. She was perplexed. She was wondering what was happening. And then there was this particular Rakshasi, and this Rakshasi was Sarana. Sarana was Vibhishna's wife. And she came close to Mother Sita and she explained this was a magical trick. Lord Ram is at the shores. He has come into Lanka. Very soon there will be a fight, and he's quite alive, so nothing to worry about. And of course, on day one, there was a particular, so the war had begun. And but before that, what had happened was that when Lord Ram and Sugriva and Hanumanji and everybody, they were just looking at Lanka and they were wondering, Lanka is such a beautiful place. Look at the golden palaces and the marble floors and the beautiful gardens. How sad is it that this is going to be destroyed? So they were just assessing they were just looking at the lands, and suddenly Sugriva spotted Ravana at the top of his palace. Sugriva, he lost his patience and temper, and he jumped onto Ravana, and they started beating each other up. And there was a little bit of a fist fight. And then finally, when Ravana saw that Sugriva, because remember previously, Sugriva had also proven that he has better strength than Ravana. He had taken Ravana under his arms once when Ravana had tried to attack Vali, actually. This Vali had done this. And therefore, Sugriva, his younger brother, when he hit Ravana, he was also quite strong on him. And Ravana realized, oh, I'm losing. I better use my magic tricks. So he started using his magic tricks. And that time, Sugriva decided, let me go back. So when he went back, Lord Ram advised Sugriva that he understands that he wants to serve him, but he should be very careful. He should be taking care of himself. Lord Ram does not want to see him harmed. And therefore, that night was spent. And next day was the first day of the war. And Ravana sent all his generals, uh, you know, and most of his generals were defeated. And, Lord Ram and Ravana also fought. And Ravana was losing as well. But at the same time, Lord Ram, when he saw that Ravana had lost his strength, his weapons, he, following the laws and the dharma of the war, he did not want to hit him when Ravana didn't have the weapons. And also, he wanted to warn Ravana as well. So he told Ravana, you're not in a state of fighting anymore. I think you should go back, take rest, and come back tomorrow with the weapons and fight with your strength. So Ravana was very disappointed that, oh, a human being is sparing my life. I am the great Ravana, and this human being is, telling me to take rest. But of course, he couldn't do anything about that. And so he went back and took rest throughout the night. Next day, Ravana, he sent his various generals, and there was this son of his called Indrajit as well. Indrajit was called Indrajit because he had, won the heavens from Indra. That is why his name was also Indrajit. And what he did was that he was attacking Lord Ram and Lakshman. And then what he did was he used Nag Pasha. Nag Pasha was a weapon where the snakes would appear and they would suffocate their enemy, their target. So the Nag Pasha hit Lord Ram and Lakshman both, and they were tied up with that very strong snake. And therefore, as soon as this happened, Varuna, as soon as that happened, then Lord Vishnu's vehicle, he came and with his long wings, with his large wings, he came and the snake is the food for Garuda. So Garuda is the topmost bird and the most powerful bird and is a vehicle of Lord Vishnu. So he came, and as soon as he came, the snakes fled. And when the snakes fled, then Garuda came and hugged his Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Lord Ram was, Lord Ram and Lakshman were saved. And then after that, what happened that after that Kumbhakarna also came into the war zone, and Kumbhakarna, when he came, then Lord Ram and Lakshman and Kumbhakarna, and of course Indrajit and Lakshman also fought. And after that, Indrajit was killed. Then, after Indrajit was killed, Kumbhakarna came in the end, and he was woken up by these soldiers, you know. And at that point of time, when these soldiers were coming and they were using all the drums and the elephants, and Kumbhakarna somehow he woke up, and he came to kill Lord Ram and Lakshman. But Lord Ram used a very powerful weapon, which was Aindra weapon, and he cut his body into pieces. And Kumbhakarna's head, it fell in the middle of the, in the middle of the city. And now Ravana was really upset. So what happened was that as the fights were going on, Lord Ram and Lakshman were also injured at one point of time. And there was no one who was not injured. Everyone was injured, except for Hanumanji and Jamvan and Sugriva. So when Jamvan woke up, he told Hanumanji that you can save us all. You can go to the Himalayas and you can get us the herbs that can save the life of Lord Ram and Lakshman. And Hanumanji, with all his power, he went to Himalayas and he found out that there was Mrita Sanjeevani. And at the hill of this particular mountain, which was called Trona Mountain, he saw that, oh, there's so many herbs, it's so confusing. Let me take the entire hill. So he picked up the entire hill, and he brought the Drona hill for Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman. And when he brought them, not only did the Sanjeevani save the life of Lord Ram and Lakshman, but he was able to feed all the dead Vanaras and they also became alive. So everyone came back to life, and Hanumanji saved that situation. So let us watch a video that will help you visualize this.
Members of the Council, we are facing an outbreak of war. What do you have to say, Prahast?
Your Majesty, you as the great Lord of Lanka need not have called this council just to consider this ridiculous threat from a handful of men and monkeys. Just send a couple of my men who are not even present at this council, and they will surely wipe out Ram's army.
You call
Please, listen to what I have to say, carefully. For these many months, I've been thinking only of defeating Ravan. And now, my dream is about to come true. However, I have considered this matter over and over again, and I have concluded that I can stop this fight, even now, if my wife Sita and other captives are released, and they ask for shelter under me.
Quiet!
You are no doubt surprised, but the shedding of blood should be avoided, and real peace should come back to the three worlds. To ensure this, I am ready to forgive and forget the misdeeds of Ravan. Angad, could you carry this message to Ravan?
I understand. I will surely convey your message to Ravan.
Thank you, Angad.
Is that all you have to say to me? Well then, Angad, that's your name, isn't it? Here is my answer.
How despicable! Is this how you treat a messenger who comes in peace? Ravan! Ravan, I have your answer. And now I will carry your answer to Ram. The next time I see you, it will be on the battlefield!
Now, tomorrow morning, when the first rays of the sun touch the mountain tops, the battle will begin. I ask all of you present here, will you fight for justice and for Ram?
Hey! All hail to Ram! All hail to Supreme! Jai 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 Rakshasapati Jai 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 Hey! Jai 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 Rakshasapati Jai 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 Hey!
I pray to you, oh gods, I pray to you. Please, please protect Ram. Protect my husband.
The day began well for us, O king. But now the two armies seem equally matched. Our men are beginning to tire.
Let them withdraw at once then and rest a while.
Respected one, that will only lead to our defeat. Let us send Kumbhakarna's sons, Kumbha and Nikumba. The tired soldiers can fall back to defense, but we shall keep up the pressure on the enemies until sunset.
Yes. At sunset, Ram will stop the battle for the day to tend to the wounded and to cremate the dead with honor.
Good. I will send forth Kumbha and Nikumba.
Indrajit, what are you saying? Prahast and Kumbh have both been killed?
Yes, father. It is unfortunate, but true.
I never thought Ram's army had anyone to match them. It is time to review our strategy. It cannot be helped under the circumstances. Indrajit, arouse Kumbhakarna from his sleep.
I won't fight you with bare hands, because you're skillful enough to fight with weapons in dead earnest. was good for you that I lost my mace. Now get up and fight.
Wait! Stop wherever you are. I am Ram, the Prince of Ayodhya, son of Dashrath.
Give away your stupid fools. So, you are Ram. You are a skillful swordsman, I hear. You are annoying me. Go away. Play with the little monkeys.
It has grown dark, and even with Kumbhakarna in the field, the battle goes on and on.
Father, I'll go to the battlefield and bring you a report.
Yes, Indrajit, my son.
Go.
Give me Kumbhakarna. I am only doing my duty.
Hail to the Prince of Ayodhya and your brother.
Sita!
May I talk with you for a moment? We have almost used up all the herbs around this area, but they don't heal the wounds inflicted by Indrajit at all.
What? What news is this?
Oh, God. Oh, God, I have already lost my beloved wife, Sita. And now I'm going to lose my dear, dear brother, Lakshman. If I lose him, what else would be left for me?
Brace yourself, Ram. You cannot grieve and fret like this. Your despair will damage the morale of our troops, more than the enemy's arrows. Please, do not worry, Ram. Sita surely must be alive.
Alive? But I saw Sita slain before my very eyes.
I know. It must be one of Indrajit's magic tricks.
A magic trick? What?
Yes, and we must not allow his tricks to perplex us. Your grief will only give him strength. Indrajit's strength lies in his magical powers. The only way to take these powers away from him is to attack Indrajit while he performs his tantric rites in the cave of Nikumbhila. Indrajit makes it a rule to perform a religious ceremony. He offers sacrifices to the goddess Nikumbhila. From the evening hours, way until nightfall, he gains his extraordinary magical powers through this ceremony.
I see. No. We still have so many soldiers wounded. My brother Lakshman, for instance. No, I think it will be very hard for us to attack Nikumbhila cave now.
Ram, in the Himalayas.
Yes, the Himalayas. What about them? You rest back, Jambavan. Talk to me.
I know there are some herbs there that can heal our wounds in the Himalayas.
The Himalayas? Oh, I'm afraid that's too far away. Lakshman.
There he is!
Hanuman has come!
Jai! 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 Here comes Hanuman!
But what has he got on his shoulders? He's carrying something.
That is a mountain he is carrying.
Along with the herbs, he has brought the whole mountain!
Hanuman, the herbs are on this mountain.
Yes. Look for the landmarks where I have stuck trees in the soil. Hurry. Apply the herbs to Lakshman's wounds.
Yes, it's a miracle.
At last.
Brother Ram. Oh, Lakshman, you have regained consciousness.
Hanuman, you too are a beloved brother to me.
Oh, Indrajit, my son.
My beloved son slew an illusion of Sita. I shall now slay the real one. Anyone so devoted to Ram deserves to die.
Will you now add to your sins by killing Sita, an innocent woman? Look at Prahast, look at Kumbha, Nakumbha, and Kumbhakarna. Each one fought bravely and died a hero's death. Even Indrajit died in battle. You who are brother, father, king to them all, do you want to disgrace their memory? The time has come for both of us to go forth and avenge our kinsmen.
I understand. But you will stay here and protect our women and children. Do you hear? No power on earth can crush me. Not even Ram's.
I hope you enjoyed the video. And, so after, Lord Ram and Lakshman got the Sanjeevani, from Hanumanji's efforts, Lakshman killed Indrajit. And that really demotivated Ravana, of course, but he was also very angry and he got that kind of determination that he should kill Ram and Lakshman. And therefore, at that point of time, Indra, sent a chariot to Lord Ram to destroy Ravana. And after Vibhishana's advice, Rama also, used a very powerful weapon to kill Ravana, and this weapon was Brahmastra weapon. And he hit Ravana using this blazing weapon, and finally Ravana was killed. The day he was killed, this was Vijayadashmi, and this was the 10th day, and therefore this is called Ram Vijaya Utsava. And Hanumanji, he went to take Mother Sita, and he asked Mother Sita, all these Rakshasis that have, troubled you so much, should I kill them? And Mother Sita was very merciful. She said, they were just doing their duty, so do not harm them. And therefore, Hanumanji, he did not do much, and he did not harm the Rakshasis. And at that point of time, Lord Ram, he asked Agni Dev to return the original Mother Sita, and Maya Sita went back into the fire. And that way, the entire troop, Lord Ram, original Mother Sita, Hanumanji, Sugriva, Jamvan, all the other monkeys, they got onto the Pushpak Viman, and they headed towards Ayodhya. Now, Pushpak Viman had the ability to expand and contract according to the number of people that would be there on that Viman. So, so many people got onto the Viman, and the Viman expanded and everybody was accommodated. And therefore, now it was the last day of the 14 years of exile. And Lord Ram immediately sent Hanumanji before him, and so that he can go to Nandigram where Bharat was, and inform him that they are on their way, because Bharat had taken a vow that if Lord Ram is late, he will, surrender to a pyre, and he will kill himself. He will kill himself in the fire, and therefore he decided that Hanumanji should go first and, warn him that, caution him that, oh, please don't take any action. Lord Ram is on his way. And therefore, it was the 14th day, the last day. And therefore, that was the day when Deepavali was celebrated, because everybody in Ayodhya was lighting diyas. And this helped the Pushpak Viman also to land safely because of the lights and because it is Deepavali, and therefore Deepavali is celebrated on that particular day. The last Kanda will start very soon, but of course we will see a video, before we end today's session, and tomorrow we'll go through the last Kanda.
Fire and damnation!
He looks like Vishnu himself on his Garuda.
You are right. He does.
This battle between you and I shall be the end of it all. Citizens of Lanka, take heed! Your king, Ravan, whom you consider a symbol of eternal power, watch him die at the hands of a mere mortal.
Ram, just tell me where your conceit comes from, huh? Your boastful lips will never speak such words again. Brave soldiers of Lanka, you know only too well who is the mightiest of all, yeah? Come on, Ram, fight!
So be it, Ravan. Fight.
get out of this one!
What power is this greater than mine?
Oh, you're going too far now, I tell you! Don't you dare! Give up, Ram! Give up!
Shanti, Shanti.
May you rest in peace, Brother Ravan.
It is all over. Soldiers of Lanka, King Ravan has gone back to Mother Earth. Give up fighting. Lay down your arms and devote yourselves to restore the glory of your country with your new king, Vibhishan.
Ram.
Sita.
Ram! Thank you all. But when I think of the people who died for me, I feel sad. I will meditate and pray for them from now on and beg their forgiveness.
You don't need to do that. All you need is to live in peace with Ram, to make their death a glorious sacrifice.
I will remember what you said, Sugriva.
Vibhishan, the new king of Lanka, presents Ram and Sita with the Viman, the flying chariot, to return to Ayodhya. As they return, Sita gazes at Ram with mixed feelings, happy to be reunited with him after a long period of separation, and sorrowful too for the precious lives lost for her sake in the avoidable war. Ayodhya celebrates the safe return of their beloved king, and they live happily thereafter. A few years later, Ram returns to the heavens, and Sita returns to Mother Earth.
I hope you enjoyed that last video. And today is the end of the second last day. Tomorrow is going to be the final day for the last Kanda. And I hope that you have done all your previous activities. On the screen, what you can see is the map vision of the bridge that was built. It was the Ram Setu, it is the coral bridge that you can see. And there is this Ramanathapuram, and then there is Pamban, and then there is Rameshwaram, and there is a temple as well. So even today you can see parts of the bridge there. So I'm sure that you can convince your parents to take you there someday, right? And so you can write a short poem with 4 liners glorifying any of the glorifying any of the incidents within the Kanda. And the poem can be in English, of course, but if you do know Sanskrit, why not? You can take your teacher's help if you have a Sanskrit teacher. And that will be your activity for the day. You can post your activity either on WhatsApp or create a Google Drive and share the link in the comments box, and to give us the rights to access that particular file. And I want to check if there are any winners for yesterday. Yes, I think there is a winner, and I'm just trying to pull out the name of the winner. So day 5, batch 1 winner is Vignastri Nadavi. Vignatri Nadavi. I hope I'm pronouncing the first name correctly, but the last name is Nadavi, right? So please do send in your home address to the official phone number that has been already shared with you. You can also find that in the comments box. And don't share your address in public or on YouTube comments box. That is for your safety reasons. So do send that address to the office number, and we will send you the gift accordingly, right? So now let us look at Nama Ramayan, and we will first listen to the Nama Ramayan, and then we can also discuss the translation.
रावण निधन प्रस्थितरा वानर सैन्य समावृतरा रावण निधन प्रस्थितरा वानर सैन्य समावृतरा रावण निधन प्रस्थितरा वानर सैन्य समावृतरा रावण निधन प्रस्थितरा शूषित शरदी शाटितरा शूषित शरदी शाटितरा विभीषणा भयदायकरा विभीषणा भयदायकरा पर्वत सेतु निबन्धकरा पर्वत सेतु निबन्धकरा कुम्भकर्ण शिरछेदकरा कुम्भकर्ण शिरछेदकरा राक्षस संग विवर्तकरा राक्षस संग विवर्तकरा महि महि रावण चारणरा महि महि रावण चारणरा सुमृत दश मुख रावणरा गिरि भव मुकरा बडरा विधिभव मुख सुर संस्तुतरा कष्टित दशरथ वीक्षितरा कष्टित दशरथ वीक्षितरा सीता दर्शन मोहितरा सीता दर्शन मोहितरा अभिषिक्त विभीषण नटरा अभिषिक्त विभीषण नटरा पुष्पकरारोहणरा पुष्पकरारोहणरा गर्भाजाति गर्भाजाति निषेवनरा भरत प्राण प्रिय भररा भरत प्राण प्रिय भररा साकेत पुरी भूषणरा सकल स्वीय समानकरा साकेत पुरी भूषणरा सकल स्वीय समानकरा रत्नरसत्पीठस्थितरा रत्नरसत्पीठस्थितरा पट्टाभिषेकालङ्कृतरा पार्थिवगुणसम्मानितरा पार्थिवगुणसम्मानितरा विभीषणार्पितरङ्गकरा विभीषणार्पितरङ्गकरा ईशकुलानुग्रहकररा ईशकुलानुग्रहकररा सकल जीव संरक्षकरा समस्तलोकाधारकरा समस्तलोकाधारकरा सकल जीव संरक्षकरा सकल जीव संरक्षकरा समस्तलोकाधारकरा समस्तलोकाधारकरा राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीता 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 राम
Right, so I hope you enjoyed that video as well by the two sisters Harini and Janvi. And now we will just read the translation of the Nama Ramayana. Okay, so today's Kanda is Yuddha Kanda, chapter of battle. Ravana Nidhana Prasthitaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who set out for destroying Ravana. Vanara Sainya Samavritaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was surrounded by the army of monkeys. Shoshita Sharad Ishata Isha Arthitaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who requested the king of ocean to give way and subsequently threatened to dry him. Vibhishana, Abhaya, Dayakaram, I take refuge in Sri Ram, who gave assurance of fearlessness to Vibhishana when he took refuge. Parvata Setu, Nibandakaram, I take refuge in Sri Ram, who created a bridge across the sea by binding rocks. Kumbhakarna, Shirak, Chetakaram, I take refuge in Sri Ram, who cut off the head of Kumbhakarna in the battle. Rakshasa, Sangha, Vimartakaram, I take refuge in Sri Ram, who crushed the army of demons in the battle. Ahima Hiravana Charanaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who destroyed Mahiravana through Hanuman, who trapped him in Patala Loka. Samharta Dasha Mukha Ravana Ram. I take refuge of Sri Ram, who destroyed the 10-faced Ravana in the battle. Vidhi Bhava Bhukha Sura Samstutaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was praised by Brahma, Shiva, and other devas. Khastita Dashratha Viksitaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, whose divine deeds were seen by Dashratha from heaven. Sita Darshana Muditaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was delighted seeing Devi Sita after the battle. Abhishekta Vibhishana Nataram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was reverentially saluted by Vibhishana, who Vibhishana was coronated by him. Pushpakayana Arohana Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who ascended the Pushpaka Vimana for returning to Ayodhya. Bharatvaja Adi Nishevana Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who visited sage Bharatvaja and other sages. Bharata Prana Priyakararam. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who brought joy to the life of Bharata after his return. Saketapuri Bhushanaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who adorned the city of Ayodhya after his return from Lanka. Shakalasviya Samanataram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who treated everyone equally as his own people. Ratnalasatpittaha Stitaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was seated in the throne studded with shining jewels. Patta Abhisheka Alamkritaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was adorned with the royal crown during coronation. Parthivakula Samanitaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who honored the assembly of kings during his coronation. Vibhishana Arpita Rangakaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who offered the idol of Sri Ranganatha to Vibhishana during the coronation ceremony. I think this will be tomorrow as well, Mataji. Okay. I will continue. Kishakula Anugraha Kararam. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who showered his grace on the Sun dynasty Surya Vamsha. Sakala Jiva Samrakshakaram. I take refuge of Sri Ram, who is the guardian of all living beings. Samastaloka Adharakaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who is the supporter of all the worlds. Next will be Uttarakhand tomorrow, and I'm sure that you will be enthusiastic to join us again tomorrow. And tomorrow is the last Kand, so we will see you at the same time. Before ending today's session, let us take some questions if we have any. Let me just look at these questions. So if you are asking questions, it also means that you are paying attention and also enjoying this particular session. So there is a question, Mataji, is the mountain Hanuman placed still in Lanka? No, it was kept back in its original place in Himalayas. by Hanumanji. It is not still there in Lanka. How many years was Mother Sita kept in Ashoka Grove? It was for 1 year. For how many days did the war take place? The war between Lord Ram and Ravana lasted for 13 days. I'm checking if there are any other questions. Mataji, should the poem be based on Yuddha Kanda? Yes, please. We did the pictures creation yesterday, and today is the poem writing. So yes, this should be for Yuddha Kanda. Where is Ravana's death place? It is Sri Lanka. Oh, where is Sri Lanka? At the tip of the country, right at the south part, you will see an island at a distance. That island country is Sri Lanka. What new batch are we talking about? Are you talking about the kids camp, which is going to get over tomorrow? But the new batch for harmonics will begin very soon, and we will share the information tomorrow. We will also talk a little bit about the classes that we take at harmonics, and you will learn something very interesting tomorrow for itself. So we will answer this question tomorrow, if you don't mind. Okay, what happened to Surpanika after Ravana's death? She lived in Lanka after Vibhishana became the king and later perished at the sea. So, is Vibhishan or in Sanskrit or and Hindi, is it pronounced Vibhishan? Yes, Vibhishan. Vibhishan is also the right pronunciation. So, it is actually Vibhishan in Hindi. But of course, in Bengali, the accent is a little different. So that is why the V is pronounced as B, Bhishan. But actually, it could be Vibhishan with the pronunciation in Hindi. Right. Are there any more questions, Mataji? Okay, what is the relationship between Ahiravana and Mahiravana with Ravana? They are Ravana's brothers. There are different names of Ravana's brothers. I wouldn't say that it was a pariksha, it was just a part of the process. And we will also discuss this particular answer tomorrow. Right, so I understand that we can take the other questions tomorrow, right? And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the final Kanda, which is the Uttara Kanda. And then we will discuss about the new batches which are starting at Harmonics and what are the interesting factors that you can consider while enrolling. And you will meet the entire team also tomorrow. So I'm looking forward for your participation tomorrow. And thank you so much for your attention and presence in today's Kanda, today's session. Thank you very much. Oh, and there was one question, is Ravana is the elder brother? That Ravana is the eldest. Yes. All right then. So thank you so much for your attention and participation. We will see you again tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Oh, yes, of course. And I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention there will be a quiz link as well, which will be posted in the comments box on YouTube. Please refer to that particular link and, you can answer those questions as well. Do post the activity as well, and we will look forward to announce the winner tomorrow. Thank you so much for your attention. And you can always look at the recordings later as well. They're all on the YouTube channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.